Ladies and gentlemen, a little warm-up action going on here. Keep it on the H, they can hear me. Rotation, rotation. If you have tennis elbow or problems with the elbows, shoulders, back, knees, calves, ankles, toes, don't do this exercise.
But if you're a head case like Mike, it's perfect for you. You're great.
Absolutely good. If it hurts, keep going. Why not? Dockinator. Nice. Okay. See Doc's wrists? See how strong they are? We were talking about this with Silvio the other day.
Yes, you were.
And well, the great thing is I got both athletes here, and so they can understand with positioning or the stronger position, or the right position. And so that's probably not the right position. I mean, you want to be able to grab the man. And we had the defensive tackle a couple weeks back from the Green Bay Packers. And when we trained together, one thing that I talked about a lot, I said, I need you to get stronger wrists. Because as a D end, he's coming off the line hitting 350-pound men. You got to stand those boys up. And it's not always going to be perfect, but you're going to want a strong wrist, just like Silvio was talking about, and like H is going to talk about in this bad boy right here.
You won't talk about this.
You won't talk about that.
You won't talk about this out of breath, and then people ask why you're out of breath in the comment section.
Same trend. Why you out of breath, dog?
Well, first of all, let's talk about the 70 pounds. There is no need for that.
Oh, there is.
Listen, we call this grip strength of Mike's Gorilla Grip. If there's one thing that I regret about my young day training, is that there wasn't enough emphasis on grip work. We didn't have straps and all that stuff, so we were power cleaning and hang cleaning with just grip strength. But there's something about when Mike grabs me when we're kind of tussling that makes
Or cuddling.
a grown man like myself feel very, very insecure. You young athletes, you saw Doc's ability to rotate his shoulder out that I didn't have. Those impingements got to go if you want to stay healthy. You see how crooked and busted up my thumbs are from Mike was talking about those DNs punching people. The stronger we can get these and these, I firmly believe, I've seen it with him, it makes the chest, it makes the back, it makes everything just stronger. So all those little details, they pay huge dividends.
But those are big details. That's not just one little tiny
That's
percent.
true. That is true. That is very true. It is a huge.
Facetious.
What did you say? No, but
It's
grip
the
strength
smallest
is huge.
little percent.
Yeah.
Add all the percentages together.
Yep.
Well, so
Because people's gonna say, "No, it's wrist straight." I don't care.
Yeah. Well, if you're a bodybuilder, you can get away without it, right?
Yeah.
If you're an athlete, really of any kind,
You can get away with it during a competitive portion of your life. You will pay dividends in future with a broken thing. I mean, I meet these guys.
or even just arthritic conditions that weren't properly assessed when you were young and fixed. So, listen, areas of weakness, they always come back. Well, believe you me, I've got plenty of them we're still figuring out. Woo, doggy! Go around and get those rear delts, Jeffrey, on that negative. Low back's cramping.
Calves are cramping all the way down. Alrighty. Hey, how you doing? Drag curls. Hopefully you guys have tried this before. See what the elbows are going back, behind, and it's the bicep that's raising that bad boy up.
The only reason I'm forward is because I just can't get traps out of stuff.
You got a guy that was told never to train arms because of the fact of fumbling the ball. Big arms does not help him in what his journey was. Unfortunately, it does now because he comes over to the house, baby Titan sees mom, then looks over at Uncle Heath and goes, she's cute. Why doesn't she have arms like me? So, try this out, good exercise. We're gonna do this. This after that. Do it in the order we did it. I'm not going to tell you what you're going to like. I would love to hear back from you guys after you do this today and get back to us on this bicep workout, because our next one is going to be a special guest from the high school days. And that opens you up. Again, if you have, I always do not do that. Now, this is not one of those things where I try to do reverse psychology and say, no, go, don't worry about lotion. This is 100%, don't play with that. Unless you're healthy. Shoulders, elbows, all that. This exercise, what do you guys, good?
Yep.
It's really nice after that though.
Yeah.
There's something that's going on there. We gotta talk about that because of the neurons and the firing and everything firing. Got Jeffrey in class over here getting ready to run the Terminator 2.0 machine on me.
And Heath.
Ooh. See if we can get his calves finally to grow.
You're not doing all those shots things that you take.
Oh, don't worry, you don't have to do that. I will agree, this is a hard exercise. Looks pretty simple. For both me and H, we're both doing something. If you guys can, take both of us in videos of you guys doing this on Instagram. Can you do it without the flexing or rotation of the traps and shoulders? I am finding it is very difficult to do it without it. Ooh, that was better. Doc, you fine?
Yep.
What do you mean the rotation of the shoulders?
Well, I notice it when
It's kind of, you want
this
to
happens.
shrug.
Oh.
So, because you want more of a range of motion, right? It's such a short range of motion, but that's it. That's as far as you need to go.
Here, keep your toe there for me.
Okay, right.
But you really don't need much. And you can see it more precisely in his, that it's at a full contraction with such a short range of motion.
No, stay down the H.
Gotcha. Tendency is to start pulling here, almost removing some tension. And it's definitely a mind to muscle like Mike always preaches. But I think if you get a little bit more forward, for me, it was easier to try to relax this and really kind of start that initial drag from the attachment point in that bicep.
I understand. I don't want to go too far forward.
Right.
Because then now that straight line is back here.
Yeah. What'd you say about straight line? Think about bar path.
Yeah.
On most lifts, whether it's a squat, whether it's a bench, even in the Olympic lifts, we're always trying to get a straight bar path so you can kind of have your partner test you, make sure you're not kind of swinging that thing out or actually even pulling too far back.
Doc, you stepping? Get Doc. Come on now. Just wearing a superhero outfit. Thing is tight. What did I get you? Triple XL? Nice. So see, we're all doing the shoulder.
Yep.
Show us. Here you go. Show us today, you savages, better form than we're doing. Okay? I'd love to see that. All right, a little drag curl action. First movement, elbow back. See that? It's not heavy weight. This is an isolation. It's a peaking exercise. Boom. Second thing he's doing is he's doing great on keeping the shoulders and the traps out of the exercise and just focusing on that bicep. Boom. You don't know about that. Nice kid.
Woo.
So good news and bad news. Bad news is no preacher. I will give you the high school, old school preacher workout at a different time. But what we are doing is partials. Halfway down, rest it, restart, flex from the mid. You're gonna like this, especially after these two exercises because it hits such a different range. Woo, get that, Jeffrey.
Hit that shit, Heath.
Hit that shit.
Hold up.
You ain't gonna do it, you ain't gonna pop the top.
No.
What?
There's got to be one fake humble guy in the group. It's Doc.
Fake
No.
humble.
Doc's the real humble guy.
Yeah.
I'm not taking off my shirt because I'm on the big boned side of things right now.
Love that shit. So you mean you're happy?
Well, you know me.
You're
I'm
living
I'm
life.
happy all the time.
That's right.
I'm not like Mike. I'm not miserable based on food. I'm much stronger minded than that.
Say that again.
If that is something you could put together, let's see if we can work together again on something like this. Josh. Hey, Mike. Doing excited? There's a cap. I see my UBC's and all these other tab does great stuff.
With your guided wisdom, please
I hope this makes the cut.
help talk about it.
All right, I will help.
But before you do that, can you read the quote that you were just copying and pasting?
Yeah. How about this?
Go with it. Hit it today.
He won't.
You won't do it. No, read it to us.
It says Christian, which is a very, very specific term for a male or female who by God's grace and grace alone has been made a new creation. This isn't saying a prayer as a kid. This isn't about saying I'm saved because Jesus died on the cross. It's about knowing the sin debt that we have before a holy, righteous God. And they were just joking around about me being an angel in some skit we're gonna do, and I said I am far, far, far from an angel. God's greatest gift to me was just showing me how depraved and how sinful I am. And then I get to see and experience the words of the Bible come alive because God's love was extended to me while I was that filthy sinner. And when I see my need for a holy God through his son Jesus to cover me up. So here's my past adultery. Here's all my past anger, my past bitterness, my past lies, everything that you could ever possibly imagine. The life of Christ comes and sits on top of me. So this holy God sees me as he sees Jesus, having nothing to do with my works. Paul, the Apostle Paul, who wrote the majority of the New Testament, was a murderer. He was an idolater. He was all these things. God gave him full vision to write this New Testament that is this beautiful story of that even when I'm at my best through the power of a living God, my best obedience, my best humility, my best love for Mike and Jeff and Doc and Josh is filthy rags compared to the love of Christ. And so it's not about any of my works. Every other religion in the world says I have to do, and earn, so therefore I get heaven. Every other religion in the world looks at others like I am superior because I do this. The Christian faith is my God is superior because he did it all. I see myself as the worst of these. Apostle Paul says, I'm the chief of sinners. So the guy that wrote 2/3 of the New Testament through the grace and power of God, after he had been saved by God, says, I'm the chief of sinners. So the guy writing all the stuff that we now try to formulate our lives off of as followers of Christ said, I'm the worst of these. I'm the worst one ever, but Jesus. And so the post said, Christian. Mike's a daddy now. I'm a daddy. Doc's a daddy. Jeff doesn't know if he's a daddy.
Women call me daddy.
Oh boy. But it said it pleased God the Father to crush Jesus, his son, Christ the Son. So if you could imagine us in our worldly fatherhood loving our kids like we would do anything for them. But I'm not giving Ava and Naomi for Mike. I'm not giving Ava and Naomi for Doc. Listen, I love Titan with every bit of my breath, but if I'm having to choose Ava and Naomi over Titan, these are my blood. And the Bible tells a story that says it pleased God the Father to give his son in a brutal death so that I could be guiltless, shameless, free in front of a holy, perfect God that demanded a perfect sacrifice, Jesus. I could never be perfect. The people in the Old Testament could never be perfect. All the people in the New Testament, they could never get it right. And so Jesus said, if only you would believe, I'm gonna give you my son to take your full sin debt. And then I'm gonna see you as I see my Christ. There's my son, Jesus. Perfect. And so this thing that I'm gonna post today is getting us to focus on that it pleased God, a Father, to give his son, Jesus, for me. I deserve death, and yet, but this good Father gives me life. And so no matter what life throws at me, I've got peace, and I've got power, and I've got purpose. Three things that this world is after. Money doesn't give it to us. Fame doesn't give it to us. Super Bowl trophies don't give it to us. Nothing but the grace and mercy of God.
Well, he's going to give me this pump right now. Get over here, H. Take some of that passion and bring it on.
Preach Evans, ladies and gentlemen.
Preach Evans. Pastor Evans here.
That was beautiful.
Hey, first time me and Mikey have ever done this exercise, right?
Ever.
So I saw Charles Glass. We've seen some other guys doing this. We're actually kind of liking it. So it's a dead stop. Oh my gosh, you relax. You've seen us on these curls before. Set the bar or set the dumbbell down and then go at it again. A little similarity here. All right. Watch how this angle goes up here. And you see how the elbows start to point? It's almost like a push. It's a full contraction and squeeze at the top. Don't shortchange this range of motion just by going 2/3. Kind of push at the end. And then obviously I will never have this peak. But you see that contraction. It's a little shorter than normal, but it's something special.
But you can have the peak of the Lord. Heath Evans. Go follow him.
Yeah.
Or block him, whichever.
Yeah.
Do the best you can. Keep your leg in. Let the rest stop.
Gotcha.
Now. Nice. Stop. Go. Yeah. Nice. Inside head. Good. Come on, H. Nice. Get it, get it, get it. H, combines are going on. Woo. What'd you run the 40 at?
4.56 and 4.59 at the combine in Indianapolis. But on that pro day, I lost 3.5 pounds. Your boy ran a 4.46, and then I was gonna be done. And then the running back coach of the Cincinnati Bengals said, "What, you got lucky? You scared to run another one?" I said, "Oh, no problem. We'll put them cleats back on." 4.42.
4.42.
At 247.2.
Woo! That's a big boy running a 4.42.
Heath, you won't wrap this video up.
I will wrap up any video. We
won't wrap
have
this up.
canceled, because it's Cancel Culture Friday,
That's right.
biceps. And we're on the triceps. Hey, here's the thing. He's going to be in the chiropractor later today. Can I get that off my leg?
All right, bicep action. Heath Evans made, depending on how Jeffrey puts us up, 2 for 2 workouts this week. Or
Hey, listen.
Oh, okay. So we're over here. No, you ain't going over there. He ain't saying nothing. He ain't saying
I'll show you all
nothing.
the text straight later.
All fake news. Hey guys, also, before we go anywhere, Josh is here today. Woo!
What's up?
Look at this thing. Holy snikes. We got the famous, the world-renowned Romanian gangster coming in to show us actually how to train some arms. Morning, Marison. To finish out today for us though, good warm-up, good rotation, extremely range of motion, extreme range of motion. Secondary, a short range of motion. So much so, after that, played with my head that I wanted more range of motion, but I stayed in the exercise. Then finished it with another short range of motion at the top side. Again, you're gonna like this workout. Very much so, very much so. And how does this relate to high school? Because in high school, you would come into the gym, so what do we got? What do we got? What are we doing today? I don't know, let's go do this, that, and the other thing. So what we did today is we just grabbed some exercises together, threw them together, hit each other up, finish strong. Try it out. Let us know what else you want to see after this next couple weeks of high school training. That's it.